another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start the show by being transparent. And yesterday was a good day. We went 5-2 overall. NBA was a clean sweep. Pistons cash, Raptors cash, Heat cash, Nets cash. College, I ended up changing my mind. I went with TCU instead of Baylor. That turned out to be a wrong decision. So overall, it was a nice, profitable day, and we'll try to keep that going here again on this Tuesday. Do have a lot more to choose from today. The chat, shout out to you guys. Um, but before I get to the chat, let me talk about this real quick. Um, I'm not. This was a comment yesterday during the live shows from Z French, a new name in the chat. This dude sounds boring as fuck, but I'm gonna respect his decisions. I appreciate you still respecting my decisions, but I just have to say, this is not. I am not Hakeem the entertainer. I am not here to sit on a computer screen and make you guys laugh and keep you entertained. I'm here to help you guys win money. If you guys would like to win money, then hey, we're all in the right place. If you guys care about what I look like, or what I sound like, or if I'm making whatever, if you're worried about anything other than making money, this might not be the right place for you. So I just wanted to say that. With that said, shout out to the chat. Chat went 11-4 yesterday. I always say it's a lot of great minds out there. Munaf, he had the Heat plus 6.5. Nice work there. Justin M went with the Raptors plus 6.5. That was a cash. Tone Megan's went with Pirtle double. Nice winner. Shaq Elliott chose the Pistons team total over 106.5. Believe they got 111. So nice work there. Jeff gave us two winners. Heat plus 7 and Baylor first half. Nathan, I don't want to forget about Nathan. Just wanted to let you guys know I do look at these comments after the show. And here's our guy right here, Mr. Live. He is usually in here. Best bet. And he nailed it yesterday too. Best bets, he went with Miami plus 6.5 in Toronto. So nice 2-0 there. And also like the Pistons and the Nets. Nice work on calling those games. And that is last but not least. So nice work from everybody in the chat. 11-4 day is extremely respectable. Now, let's get to the chat for today. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Sorry about that. Let's scoot that up a little bit there. See what you guys talking about. Boofer says, got talked off Miami first half, but totally took the Miami ski line. Nice work. You got a little bit of extra to make up for that first half then. Prolific got paid on that Miami as well. Good stuff. Looking at Washington team total under. We'll talk about that. I like this comment. Nathan T says Boofer smokes boof. I guess it's beef for that first comment for the show. That's what that's about, huh? KD from way across the land says, hello, Skee. Thumbs up, my man. Appreciate you, KD. As always. Hello, Miss Tasha. I'm not sure how to say it, and I don't want to mess it up. Says, does the $5 a month get you Discord access? Level 2, which is $5, I guess. That's where the Discord is. Yeah, the link is there. If that's hopefully I answer your question. T Thigh says, hit the button, fam. Yes, if you appreciate the show, if I helped you guys make some money yesterday, hit the like button for me, as it does help out the show. Prolific says the like button, not the mute button. Football coach ready to get to it says the Hornets getting a lot of points today. Raul looking at some things. Tasha's looking at it. They're ready to get paid today. Let's look at a couple more comments before we get started. JB says good calls yesterday. Appreciate that. Raven Ron says he won't be around for the whole show, but his best bet is those Pelicans minus the 3.5. Yes, Mark, NBA was 4-0 yesterday. Chappie says S. stands on business with the Heat. I'm telling for sure. Yeah, S. don't play around, man. Don't play around. EJ, I do use a green screen. That's another thing I'm talking about. People care so much about what the background look like. Does they really care? Are y'all here to really just sit here and inspect the background, or are y'all here to make money? Which one? Which one matters? Which one matters more? What are we here to do, EJ? I I used the other green screen. I was the first to use that green screen, by the way. Then it's um uh, they're tired of seeing the same background, etc. Other people in my house. I changed the background. No, that's not okay. Like I'm worried about winning money, man. That's what I care about. That's all. Casey says, "Ski the college capper." Pretentious prodigy says, "You're not boring." Appreciate that. Casey says, "The French want you to twerk." Yeah, man. Come on. Appreciate you, Brandon. Joshua says, "Facts. Keep the main thing the main thing." 100%. Let's see. A couple more comments. Try to get through these and then we will get started. Hank says, "Dang, Ski start telling some jokes." Hey, I just be talking, man. I just be talking. Anthony, what's going on, brother? Boofer. Joseph says, "Ski is all about standing on business." Laugh out loud. No fluff. Hey, man. I'm a straight up guy. Straight up. I'm going to tell you how it is, however I feel. Appreciate you, Tyreek says, "You are appreciated. What you do is not easy." Appreciate that 100%. I know, S. Dot. Trust me. I peeped it. I peeped it. I seen you doing that work. David Martin in the building says, "What up, Ski? Like buttons need to jump start." Appreciate you guys. And Jeff, who cares about the background? And let's see. He says, "Dope. I'm gonna be seeing you." Is pronounced cool koi. Hopefully I said that correct right there. Cool koi. Translate to Mexican boogeyman. All right. All righty. Let's get to the day, man. A lot more comments coming in, but I'm ready to talk some money. Do got a lot to get to. Gundamaticus says, "Hit the like button as we get into it." So, want to let you guys know once again, still don't have the amount of games that I would like to cap the way that I normally cap every single day. So, it's going to be a little bit different than what you might see all throughout the rest of the year. With that said, I do have opinions on some of these games, and I have gotten involved, and I want to talk about some more than others. So I think after today, I will have enough of that data to get back to how I usually do. But after today, I don't want to talk about the games where I don't have a strong feel and I don't have the data. So I'll pick and choose for this show. I will be doing the show again later with Dutch, Ian, and Babano, and we will go through every single game for the day. So first game that stands out to me today, we will go. It's the first game on the slate. 501, 502. Brooklyn and Orlando opened up Magic minus 8.5. They are 9-point favorites. Total open 215.5, down to 212.5. For the injury report, we have Simmons out, Cam Thomas out for the Nets. For the Magic, Jonathan Isaac is out, and Paolo is game time decision. So the Nets did play yesterday. Wasn't a very taxing game. That game was over. Nobody played over 30 minutes there for Brooklyn. So I expect them to still have energy for tonight. And sorry, I need water, man. We got to do an early water break for this show. I apologize. Um, I, I ate some cheese. That's what y'all know how I am with the cheese, but I'm having trouble breathing, man. So if you've been around for a minute, just give me 1 second. I need a quick water break. I apologize. I know I'm not supposed to eat cheese, but it's just so good, man. It's just so good. So Paulo out, right? So how I feel about this game, like I said, the Nets didn't really play too much of a taxing game yesterday. And this, like, I think they want to end the road trip strong. That's just kind of how I feel about it. And for the Magic, it's not a team that I really trust as far as winning by this kind of a margin. To win by that kind of a margin, double digits, you have to do two things well for me, at least minimum. Shoot the three well, defend the three well. And they are if not the worst, probably the second worst 3-point shooting team in the league. So I just can't get there with the Magic. I think the Nets plus the points are another winner. We back the Nets back to back days, and we get to the window. Let's see if the chat agrees. Everybody laughing at me with my cheese. Wham bam, reminding everybody to hit the like button. Let's see. Yeah, you guys know. Y'all know, man. Saw me out, you know. Saw me out. Dan says Magic double revenge and rest. But are they going to win by double digits? Can we trust them to win by double digits? That's the question. Not just win by double digits. It's absolutely not fake, Boofer. I guarantee you that. What up, you capper? He said there's a guy who said you ate too much cheese, so he couldn't tell. Darren says Magic unreliable. Yeah, Paulo is game time decision. If I said he's out, I was mistaken. Jonathan Isaac is out. Paulo is game time. Wham Bam says Brooklyn won and covered the last 3 meetings. Seems like it's not too many opinions here, but David does like the Magic. So I will be on the Nets. Like I said, I think they end the road trip strong. And +9, just too much for the Magic tonight. We'll move over to another one here. And let's see what's standing out here. We'll just go to the next game in rotation. I like that game. And that is 503-504. Golden State Warriors heading into Washington to take on the Wizards. Opened up Warriors minus 10.5. Still see 10.5 out there. Total opened 243. Looks like 244 right now. It did drop as low as like 239.5, but it's gone all the way back up. Wiggins, he's out. Santos is out. Man, Wiggins, maybe I'll just leave my thoughts about Wiggins alone right now. But I don't like seeing him out, and I know exactly why he's out. In my opinion, I have my opinion why he's out. I'll just say that, and I don't like it. For Washington, Shamit, Kispert, and Denny all game time decision here tonight. This is the first game we see Jordan Poole versus Draymond Green. Jordan Poole against those Warriors, and we'll see what we're gonna get. I think I can't talk anybody off of playing Draymond props if you're prop players or playing Poole props. He has been scoring a little bit better lately, so I do think both of those guys show up today. But I'm just not. I feel a few different ways about this game. I'm not a big like looking at the Wizards lately. I want to say they failed to go over 110 like every game since the All-Star break. The offense just hasn't been there. And clearly a team we can't trust defensively either. Obviously, they could step up tonight if the team rallies to try to get a win for Jordan Poole, et cetera, et cetera. But the Warriors have been playing good basketball for a while now. Going back to, they had that little bit of a break when their assistant coach died. They came back, they were playing better. Draymond got suspended. He came back, they're playing better. And I just trust more what I'm seeing from this Warriors team than the Wizards. All they have to do is care, and they're more than capable of winning this game by margin. Looking at the Wizards, I want to say 3. I'll just pull it up. I know they lost to Denver by 20. They lost to they've been losing to people by margin, is what I'm trying to say here. We like the Wizards. We've made a lot of money with the Wizards. We like the Wizards as road dogs more than home dogs. I think the Warriors are the right side here. I like the Warriors, and they've been good in the first half. They cover 8 of their 10 first halves. It could be a game where they're winning by margin and kind of take their foot off the gas at the end. I would look towards the Warriors early, often. I think that the Warriors defense has been good. I want to say it's top 5 post All-Star, and it was good ever since that break that they had that I mentioned earlier. And they can absolutely hold this struggling Washington offense down. The Wizards team total under 116 looks good, and Wizards have been giving up a lot of points. I'll pull it up just so I'm not, to be specific, but I want to say they've given up 130 to like 3 of their last 4 opponents, something like that. Denver, Pelicans, and the Thunder, yes. So more than capable of giving it up. Warriors team total over looks good. It's so many different ways you could look to play this game. Not mad. At the same time, I'm not mad at anybody who thinks the Wizards might step up for Jordan Poole tonight because I've seen it before. But I'm telling you, if I'm putting my money on it, it would be on that Warrior side. It would be on the Warrior side. Let's see what the chat is looking at here. A lot of comments coming in. During that time I was talking, I saw 50 new comments. So let's see if you guys liking this game. OG Wham says Warriors won and covered the last 3 meetings too. Hey man, hey, I'll contribute. I'll contribute to the pot, Zach. I contribute to the pot, man. You get a ski dono. Let's see some more comments. Maybe saturate the chat off the rails. Chat off the rails. We do have a good time on the show though. That's what we do. If you cutting up, buddy. Cutting up. He's got takes, thinks the Warriors team total over looks good. I agree with that. Zach said the American dollar is more. Steve says, go back to WNBA picks. I haven't seen this name in a while, but this might be the guy who comes and hates every once in a while after the shows are done. We did pretty good yesterday. We've been doing pretty good lately. Went 4-0 in NBA yesterday, Mr. Steve. So why don't you go wait for the WNBA picks, I guess. David Martin leans Golden State. Tariq likes Steph over 29.5 points. Gundam Atticus likes that Wizards team total under 115. He says that's the play. Casey says Warriors. Boofer says Chris Paul revenge game. Chris, what are you talking about here, Boofer? What is the chat liking? The chat is liking everything but the game. I like what the chat's talking about too, but I'm trying to see how we make money. I thought it was a lot of different ways we can get to it. Yeah, Casey says zero basketball talk in here. Chat liking a lot of other things right now. JT likes the under. He says that Wizards team total under looks better. Freaky Tweaky says Warriors third quarter money line. Boofer. UCapper says Skee hitting 63% in the NBA last 30 days. Come on now. Damn. I didn't even know that, UCapper. Appreciate that, bro. I guess I gotta start looking at it. I just make my bets, I just make my bets and come do the show. I appreciate you, UCapper. Yeah, Steve, get out of here, man. Come on. Trevor likes pull points over. Michael Sampson says finally made a live show. His best bets. He's sharing. He likes Pistons plus 11.5, and he's doing some women's tennis. Caroline Woes. That's what I'll say, so I don't slander her. Munaf going with the Warriors team total over. YBB in the building says Warriors by 20 plus. I hope so. I hope so tonight. And shout out to Andre becoming a new YouTube member. Appreciate you 100%, brother. All right, let's move on over. I don't see too many more comments coming in, but a lot of things to like in that game. We will go over to what else looks appealing today. We're skipping those two. Not really interested in those two. We'll talk about them later with Wham Bam, Ian, and Dutch. But let's go 509, 510. We'll go Spurs and Timberwolves. Opened up Wolves minus 13.5. Not a whole lot of movement there. Still sitting 13.5. Total open 223.5. Up 2 points. Injury report here for the Bucks. Giannis is probable. Looks like Jackson is doubtful, and Middleton is out. For the Hornet, or I'm sorry, I went to the wrong game here for the injury report. Gobert's game time decision. Clark is out. I got distracted there. Milwaukee, Minnesota looks kind of close. Marcus Morris is out for the Spurs, and everybody else is available. So how I feel about this game, the last time these teams played, the Spurs did get the W. Shout out to Zach, who's a new member as well. Appreciate you, Zach. The Spurs did get the W, so it's a revenge game for these Timberwolves. Also, Timberwolves at home where they play a lot better, especially on the defensive end. I want to say at home they're allowing opponents around 102.3 points per game, and I'm looking at. Let me go back and pull it up because I don't remember off the top of my head, but the last few games, I want to say Minnesota's been holding everybody under this number. I want to pull it up just because, like I said, I didn't bother doing the notes, but it's just because a lot of the numbers I look at aren't the same. So held the Nets to 86. Did lose to the Bucks, and Bucks got over. Not mad at them for that. Held the Blazers to 91. Um, Clippers to 100. Bucks to 105 recently. So more than capable. Spurs, I think, just struggled to score the ball tonight. I think the Timberwolves are focused after losing that last game to them. So I will go Spurs team total under 106 and a half is the best way to play this game. And I would only look towards the Timberwolves. Let's see what you guys think. Brandon says we need a moderator in here. Manzi reminding everybody to hit the like button. Appreciate that. Darren liking the Spurs. So he disagrees here. James likes mini first half. Tasha disagrees like Spurs first half. So this is the game where it's going to be some disagreement. I see. JT says these teams usually play each other tough, lean Wolves, but off of it, David likes the under. Raul going with Wemby points under. I do think it's a, you know, yeah, I mean, it's a tough matchup. A lot of length on the other side to be able to go at Wemby in this game. UCAP reminding us that Spurs are on that rodeo road trip. Yeah, Spurs team total under is the way to go for me. So we'll keep moving down the list. Let's see what other games are appealing to me. I don't really want to talk about that. I'll say I do. That line is on the move too. It just keeps going up and up and up. I'll lean towards the Pelicans team. I mean, lean towards Pelicans first half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But don't feel super strong about the game. A lot of stuff has changed with the injury report. So I would just stay away from that game as it stands right now. We'll move over to 513, 514, Utah and Atlanta. Opened up Hawks -3. They're now 1 or 1.5 point favorite. Total open 237.5. Consensus is 237. For the injury report, we do know Hawks will be without Trae Young, and then Okongwu is out for the Jazz. Porter is out. This is a Jazz team who pretty damn good at the house. Not so much on the road. I mean, I think they've won 9 out of 29 road games, and the number we're looking at today is asking them to win. The Hawks more than capable without Trae Young. I mean, you look at the last game; they won in what was it like a blowout fashion versus Orlando, right? So you already have that. And in my mind, I'm going to just tell you how I feel about the Hawks team. They know Trae Young is out the door. We've heard Quinn Snyder, even before, this recent Trae Young stuff, we've heard Quinn Snyder say, he didn't want to get rid of DeJounte Murray. He thinks DeJounte Murray is the guy they should build around kind of deal. And Murray, he's a guy who's been continuously trying to prove himself. Now he has another opportunity without Trae Young out there to show that, he can lead the team to go out there and win. They got one last game. I think they do it here again tonight. Hawks have been another team who has, over the past few years, consistently much better at home than on the road. Hawks also a team who's been, well, for a good portion of the year, they're pretty good in the first half. I don't know the recent stats, but I do know Jazz have been slow starters. So I think the Hawks get out to an early lead in this one and never look back. Jazz, I believe, are 1-9 ATS their last 10 first halves. I think it's Hawks first half, Hawks full game. And I'm not mad. I think you play on Murray too, whether it's Murray assist. I know that's been good without Trae Young. You could also do some more scoring. So if you want to go points plus assists, not mad at any of that. But play on Murray, play on the Hawks. I believe that is the correct way to play this game. Let's see how you guys feel about it. Um, Zach says Collins revenge game. Good point. David agrees with me. Says Jazz trash on the road. He'll take ATL. And Jao K says Hawks look better without Trey. Am I tripping? We've seen this. I mean, I feel like they're playing harder without him right now. Maybe that's what it is. But I've seen that. Rose says they're playing defense without Trey. Dante says Hawks gonna be like the Bulls with no Levine. I could definitely see that. That's how I see it going. He's got takes reminding us that the Jazz are 6-18 straight up as road dogs. Good point. I'll just talk about Trey playing his last game as a Hawk. Is he that hurt? Could be. Saturated says he don't trust the Hawks to lay anything more than 3. Well, they're only laying 1 tonight. He's got takes says last 5 game stats don't really favor the Hawks though. I'm not using last 5 game stats because 1, they had a huge break in between. So I don't really care how they were playing going into the break now, when they had a week off. And 2, this Hawks team a little bit different without Trae Young. So I'm not really looking at that too much. He's got takes. OG Wham says Hawks aren't trending in the first half, but this makes sense with Trae out. Brandon liking that Murray double-double or PRA. Saturated says the chat got real chill after we squashed the twerk talk. Oh, I hope you get that, JB. Hopefully he comes back in the season and get you one more tech. Hey, yo, Nucky says, what's good, y'all? Late to the party. Didn't Hawks coast the Jazz at one point, or am I tripping? Wow, Nucky. Wow. Is this the first game? I didn't even think about that, bro. That's another reason I like Atlanta today. Going up against his old squad, that's another good-ass reason to like Atlanta. Quinn Snyder versus the Jazz. Is this his first game versus the Jazz as the coach of the Hawks? That's a great point, Nucky. Appreciate you bringing that up, bro. That makes me like the Hawks even more. It makes me think I could even add that first quarter. Think they might smack them up, smack City type deal. Wham bam. Yeah, saying it right there too. I'm on the Hawks first half already. Snyder revenge spot. I like it, man. I like it. Raul says, I like Atlanta now. Solid says yes this season. But maybe the first game for them at the house against the Jazz. Wham says they played on February 3rd last year. Let me actually look at it. Let me see, because I'm getting 2 different answers. So February 3rd, 2023. He says it might be his first time going against him. I can't remember exactly when Quinn Snyder started with this Hawks team. So we'll see. But I do like the Hawks even more with that information. Appreciate you shouting that out, Nucky. Let's keep moving right along. I do want to mention this game just because I feel like we got to talk about it. I feel like there's some people who are going to run to the window, and I just want to tell you my thoughts. So 5-15, 5-16, Charlotte, Milwaukee opened up 14.5-point favorites for the Bucks. Now 14. Total open 224.5 and is down to 220. For the injury report, Giannis is probable, Jackson doubtful, Middleton out. Seth Curry, Bertans, both game time decision for the Hornets. LaMelo, Mark Williams are out. Now, we've made some money with this Hornets team ever since that trade, the Grant Williams era, experience, whatever you want to call it. It was working pretty well for them. But I would just have to ask, like, as good as they've been playing, why the hell would this game be 14.5? I don't like taking dogs where I feel like they're absolute begging you to take them, the dogs where everybody's running to the window to bet them. And I feel like when they see that 14.5 number and how Charlotte's been playing lately, that's what they're gonna do. So it leads me to believe there's some reason that I'm overlooking for Milwaukee to cover this big point spread. So I feel uncomfortable with it. I can't get to the window with the Hornets feeling like that right now. And I think the total is moving in the right direction. Hornets have been the best defensive rated team post All-Star, and Bucks have been surprisingly playing some defense too. So know you're missing the best of the number, but I would probably prefer the under more than anything right now. And I will not be on the Hornets today as a side. So just wanted to shout that out. Let's keep going. Anything else catching my attention here? Anything else? And I don't think it is really. Don't really think so. So with that said, let's move over. I do want to talk just a little tiny bit of college, and just because I've been doing well in college, and I want to try to, like I'll say the same thing before. 100% transparency. I am not the big college guy. Like I don't know all these players. I don't know all the coaches, etc. Like I do about the NBA. But one thing I do know, I know basketball, and I do know how to bet. So um, I'll share anything that I was looking at here today. Let me just pull up the odd screen. There we go. So first and foremost, you guys should know what to do. And I'm gonna just pull the chat up on the side here because I shouldn't even have to say one of these things that I'm gonna say. Like y'all should know. Y'all should know where to go in college basketball today. Y'all should have woke up and made a bet today. I've only been talking about it since the beginning of the college basketball season. So if you don't know, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I should just not even say it anymore, man. Shouldn't even say it. Tired of even talking about it. Saturated says college basketball's been chalky as hell. I've been taking a lot of dogs and I've been having success. Boofer says, I bet it. No saturated. Sadly, I changed my mind and picked TCU yesterday. You guys know what to do, man. Here goes Bryce. Cougars. JB knows Cougars first half. Man, what are you even doing if you're not taking the Houston Cougars first half? Now the number one ranked team in the nation. I know they're off in overtime and tough games. So was Baylor last night. Baylor got the job done. I think Houston keeps their foot on the gas. Houston is extremely good at the house. I don't think they've lost the first half at the house yet. So first half, Houston, we already know, get that cash. Other than that, um, there's a few more spots that I was looking at. So let me just get to my eye screen and scroll down. So many games, it's like hard to get to them, keep track of them. So Loyola, Chicago, and St. Bonnie's, I'll be honest. This is one of those games where I'm like, why the hell is Loyola Chicago plus 3.5? Casey says, nothing ski like nothing ski like more than a cougar. Hey man, I ain't gonna say nothing more, but it's a little bit of truth in that statement. Um, a little bit of truth. Loyola has won 7 games in a row. They won 9 of their last 10 games. Why are they opening as an underdog here? They're number one in that conference, I believe. What is it, the A10? Um, have a winning record on the road. I know they're not as good as at home. Obviously, St. Bonnie's, I think they're 10-3 at home or something like that. But Loyola Chicago 3-1 in was it in conference as a dog, or no, 3-1 as a road dog, I believe it was. And in conference, let me just try to get back here. My bad. I should have just left it up here. All right. So in conference, Loyola Chicago is 12-2 straight up, 11-3 against the spread. Like I don't know. Somebody let me know, why is Loyola Chicago an underdog? I can't figure it out. The only way St. Bonnie's is going to win this game, in my opinion, is if they're just killing it from the 3-point. And Loyola Chicago doesn't have the greatest 3-point defense. They do, have forced opponents to take tough shots inside the arc. So if St. Bonnie's doesn't have those threes falling like how they've been playing the last couple games, I think they were like low 30s in percentage their past couple games. They're not going to win this game. It's that simple. So Loyola Chicago plus 3.5 for me. If it's a trap, I fell for it. Other than that, Mississippi State and Kentucky, I just feel like Kentucky offered that big win against Alabama. I feel like it's a little bit of a letdown spot here. We do know those unranked home favorites versus the ranked teams have been doing pretty well this season. I think Mississippi State gets the job done. I think they come out with a win. It is juicy to take them on the money line, but I do think they come out with the win. So those are initially the things that stand out to me. I'm scrolling and seeing if there's any more. I did consider and think about Colorado State just because, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I don't have any notes in front of me, but I think they lost like a few games in a row. I think all of those games were on the road where they already weren't good anyway, and they've been a lot better at the house. So returning back home, it has gone up from 5.5 to 7, but I was considering Colorado State there. I may get there at the end, before the end of the day. And let me just glance. Anything else was catching my attention here? I think that may be it for the college basketball slate. So let me see a couple comments before we do get over to the best bet segment. Boofer says take the Cougars first half and then go the other way second half. Joshua says that first half is right on the nose. Today's no edge and 7.5 number. I did homework on it. It's a stay away. It's not a stay away for me. It is not a stay away. It cashed every single game so far at home until they start doing this wrong. Why are we not looking that way? Why are we not getting to the window? I get it if you don't want to take it, Josh, but there's nothing that can talk me off the Cougars first half today at home, especially. Prolific said Cougars love baby faces. Yep, yep. Um, Timothy coming with an early best bet, liking that Mississippi State, so he agrees. Chappie Funk likes Michigan today. Lit Picks, I don't like that game right now. I don't really have strong opinions. That's why I didn't choose to talk about it. There we go. Manzy Man says Colorado State 14-1 at home. Yeah, they do got to win by a little bit of a margin, but it's the only way I would look. Let me see if I can I put that in the database real quick. Team equals should be hopefully it's CSU. If it's not, then I won't spend time. And home. No, it's not CSU. So I'm not gonna waste my time trying to figure out what the abbreviation is to look it up. All right. So that is the college basketball segment. We've got through the entire day. It is about that time to move over to the best bets. And everybody who's been here, you know what to do. If you are new, we have 3 rules. People will drop their best bets in the chat. Put best bet next to it. Put the number or line that you're getting for that best bet, and no more than 2 best bets for the show, please. Those are the 3 rules. And while you guys do that, let me just look over and see what I can give you for best bets for the show. I want to give you guys something where you can get the same line as me. So bear with me while I look over all of these, double check the line moves. Alrighty. All right. So shout out some of you guys best bets before I get to mine, and we don't have that many coming in, so this will be real quick. We did have some already though. Timothy, he likes Mississippi State minus 3.5. Chappie Funk going with Central Michigan minus 3.5. Esta likes the Heat first half. And wait, you gotta let me know what the line you're getting, Esta. You've been here before, man. You know better than to do that. He says he likes the alt line for the game as well, though. Minus 10. Prolific likes Washington team total under 116. Like that. David K going with Syracuse minus 1.5. Siete Catorce likes Dallas plus 4.5. Matt XRP also like the Mavs on the spread and the money line. Travis going with the under in that Kentucky Mississippi State game. Jeff rolling with Syracuse minus 1.5 and the Wisconsin Indiana game over 142.5. Dan in rolling with the Magic minus 8.5. Jao K going with Heat minus 7. David Martin likes the Hawks minus 1 as his best bet. Manzy Man sharing a little bit of hockey with us, going Nashville Predators money line and likes Kansas minus 6. Good stuff there. JB going with the Pelicans minus 3. And Joshua Alexander likes Wisconsin first half minus 1.5. This is confusing for me. Wisconsin first half minus 1.5. Pelicans minus 4.5. He's putting the other one as a parlay. we're gonna have to make a new rule. You can't. Two bets, man. Two bets. Even if it's a parlay, I'm gonna count it as two. I'm gonna count it as two. That's just how I'm gonna do it. So good stuff from the chat. And if you are watching on the replay, and another thing I'll say, people kept commenting after the show, the live chat replay's not there yet. It's not there yet. It takes time, I guess, for YouTube to populate and put the live chat replay up. I don't think it's up to me, or unless it was something I did where it didn't go up till later. But the live chat replay does go up. If you don't want to wait, come watch the show when it starts. Come watch the show on time. So for my best bet, I will give you guys two. We'll go one for college and one for NBA. How about that? We'll go Hawks. Hawks. Just trying to remember. Did I take? I need to look it up just so I can give you guys the same thing that I got. But we'll go. Yeah, let me just double check here. I should have already double checked it, but I made these bets way earlier. Here we go. So for the Hawks, I took the money line minus. It was minus 125 when I took it. So Hawks money line is my best bet for the NBA and best bet for college. Come on now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're rocking with the Cougars. First half minus 7.5. And like I always say, best chat in the game. It was a lot of fun stuff, funny stuff going on in the chat. And I'm still more than willing to put in for that cause, for that fun. So if we making it happen, y'all know where to find me. But y'all are the best in the game. Absolutely love y'all in the chat. Great handicappers. We have a good time as well. So if you appreciate the show, hit the like button for me. It does help me out. If you would like to become a member, the link is in the description. And level 2 is where the Discord is at. And all of my work can be found at wagertalk.com. With that said, I'll catch you guys at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Wham, Dutch, and Babano. Until then, peace.